Good morning, my lovely little ghosts, and welcome to the Dark Orchard. I'm Laura, and it's Black Veil Brides Day. As I said in my intro, it's Black Veil Brides Day. More specifically, today, June 17th, is Black Veil Brides Day. If you're watching this later, then it's not Black Veil Brides Day, but this video is still in celebration of, you guessed it, Black Veil Brides Day. In past years, I have done makeup looks in celebration of the BVB Day, but this year, I thought I'd try a little something different. While scrolling the Twitters, I noticed Ruth had ranked Wretched and Divicne from their favorite song to their least favorite song. So today, since Wretched and Divicne is my favorite Black Veil Brides album, I'm going to celebrate Black Veil Brides Day by also ranking my favorite Wretched and Divicne songs. When I say ranking, I don't necessarily mean from worst to best, because I think every song from Wretched and Divicne is amazing. There's just a few that I find more present on my playlist, because they're all on there, but some of them I've downloaded 2 or 3 times just so I can hear them multiple times. So this isn't exactly a worst to best countdown as much as it is how often I listen to a certain song from this album. Because like I said, this album is basically on repeat anyway. Anywho, enough preface, let's start with number 15. I put Days Are Numbered at number 15, and I only did this because there are so many others that I prefer to listen to. Days Are Numbered does have an amazing sound to it. I like how different that song is from the rest of the album, and every single song has a place in the storyline. So it all fits and it's all great. But for the sake of ranking, Days Are Numbered is number 15. So then 14 is Nobody's Hero. I'm just going to say 12 through 15 is going to be a little controversial, because in my lower fields are some people's absolute favorite go-to songs. That being said, my number 13 is actually Lost It All. This song has such a deep meaning. It's some people's absolute anthems, but if I'm jamming out to Black Veil Brides, this is not a song that I want to plug in. It's not a song that I want fast or heavy Black Veil songs and then all of a sudden drop into Lost It All. I have to be in the mood for the slower Black Veil Brides songs. And Lost It All just happens to be iconically not that heavy. Which also leads me to number 12, which is Let You Down. Let You Down is a little bit more of a high tempo song, but it still has that same, it still follows that same lyrical message, and it's another one that I just have to be in the mood for. 11 is Resurrect the Sun. This song gets stuck in my head constantly, but again, it's a moody song. It rises and falls. It doesn't fit into a streaming playlist the way that some of the others on this album do. With number 9, I put I Am Bulletproof. This is another song that will get stuck in my head if I hear it, but it's not a song that I will search for and play, if that makes any sense. I love this song. I do love this song, but it doesn't exist in my brain until I hear it. But once I hear it, I'm like, oh, that's a great song. So that's why I put this one a little lower on the list. Number 8. Now we're getting into the tough category of I couldn't decide where I wanted to put what because it's all so amazing. Number 8 is Done For You. This song is one of those songs that is very emotional and slow, but I love the opening. And I love the story that Andy told about it, how he literally was recording laying on the ground because he wanted that sound. And it really reads that way. It has a personality to it. The song itself has its own, I want to say ecosystem. It has its own embodiment. And Done For You is one of those perfect songs. But because in this era I was more into the upbeat rocky type of songs from Black Veil Brides. I'm leaving that at number 8 and moving on to number 7, which is the title track, Wretched and Divicne. This is one of those songs where you just want to jump up on your bed and start dancing along to it, because it's that mind-blowingly good. And then with 6, we get Shadows Die. And yes, there are some lulls in Shadows Die, but when that music drops out and the drums hit, it amplifies. It, like, makes your whole personality explode. And I love it, especially when it's played live. So then for number 5, I'm going for Revelation, because this is another really big anthem song. It's not only a high-tempo song, but it's also very, like, inspirational. I love an inspirational song. I love a song that you can listen to and feel, like, pumped up to do something after listening to it. And this is one of those songs. It's not the only song on this album that does that, though. Number 4 is Devil's Choir. This was one of my absolute favorite songs. I just love the way that the music is in this song and the vocals. It all just kind of blends together very nicely, and it's another song that I will just play on repeat without skipping to another song. I'll just replay Devil's Choir sometimes. Number 3 is an odd one. I'm gonna say Victory Call, because once again, it's one of those inspirational songs that gets you real pumped up, and I'd really love to hear this one performed live, just because of the guitars in this song. Like, they're just amazing. And the vocals in this one specifically, even more passionate than the rest of the album. You can tell that it's just like that victory song. Number 2 is mine and Jason's song. It is a song we heard in the desert when we were stranded between Arizona and Nevada, and that would be In the End. In the End has a special meaning for me, just like a lot of these songs have special meanings for other Black Veil Brides fans. In the End is that special song. So why isn't it number 1? Well, because my absolute favorite Black Veil Bride song of all time is number 1. It's my favorite message in a song. It's so amazing to hear In the End live. And I don't know, it's an experience to hear In the End live. But in the end, that is not my favorite song. My favorite Black Veil Bride song of all time just so happens to be on the Wretched and Divicne album. That song is New Year's Day. This song, for some reason, speaks to me on so many levels, and I love it. Anyone ever asks, what's your favorite Black Veil Bride song? I always say New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, I play Black Veil Bride's New Year's Day instead of anything else. I think it has layers to its message. I feel like it can be interpreted in different ways. There are a lot of past events where I've used the lyrics from this song to express how I was feeling, and I just feel like it's a versatile and good track. And I really just flew through those, didn't I? It was not my intention to fly through those, but I was just really excited about ranking my favorite Wretched and Divicne songs. That is my ranking, 15 through 1, number 1 being New Year's Day by Black Veil Brides. I do plan on doing this for all their other albums too, but I wanted to start with Wretched and Divicne because it is my favorite. And what better way to celebrate Black Veil Brides Day than to talk about my favorite thing that is Black Veil Brides, and that is Wretched and Divicne, and the entire concept behind Wretched and Divicne. That being said, I'm super excited for all of this new Phantom Tomorrow, and it's an amazing new adventure, but the Wretched and Divicne album will always have the most special place in my heart. And the fact that Wretched and Divicne is also its own full-length film of music videos is just like the cherry on top. I love a concept album, and I love a concept album that brings you a full scope of visuals, and they really did with the album cover and the visuals in the videos, and then the videos being a whole movie with a storyline. Like, there was a lot happening with the Wretched and Divicne era and the storyline that matched it. It can't not be my favorite album. I am growing very partial to the Phantom Tomorrow story, and I can't wait to learn more, because I'm sure there's more out there with the news that there's going to be a Phantom of Tomorrow 2. So, happy Black Veil Brides Day, and for the comments down below, let me know which track is your favorite from Wretched and Divine. But if you don't talk to me about that, just talk to me about something, because I love for you to talk to me down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come around again soon. Say bye. Bye!